getting so lucky. The nights that I decide to film, it's rained the past couple of times. So, I really cranked up my microphone gain so that hopefully you can hear it out the window. Actually, I'm gonna open the window. Hang on a second. Okay, so now the window's open. I feel like the rain is still pretty quiet, but I'm gonna stick it out and see if maybe it picks up. So, how have you been? I hope you've been taking care of yourself and staying safe. I know that lately I have had mucho problemos with motivation. I wouldn't say depression. Just don't want to do this. Like, I have not wanted to sit down and film, and I know that sounds, it might sound bad, but I don't mean it to sound bad, okay? I love making ASMR videos for you guys. Almost nothing makes me happier than reading comments that I helped someone sleep, or I made their day, or made them smile after a rough day. I get a lot of really lovely comments on my Validating Your Trauma video. And I think those ones are the most meaningful to me because there are so many people who have gone through terrible things, or are suffering emotionally in some way, and they just need to be told that it wasn't their fault and that they're doing their best. And, things like that, things that might be kind of hard, that can be hard to hear from the people that you maybe need to hear it from the most. My family, I know, is not a very emotionally open family, and that's been very hard for me as an empath and a highly sensitive person. It's a very cliche thing to say, but I definitely was not hugged enough as a child. It's left some lasting effects on me for sure. And, to this day, it's still difficult. I feel as if I have grown a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. And I feel that I'm a fairly compassionate person. And a fairly loving person. And I enjoy those qualities about myself, and I think those are things that I developed out of the negative space of not having that kind of environment, you know? But yeah, to this day, it can still be very awkward to speak to members of my family about feelings, and even the simplest things that are normal, like hugging a sibling goodbye, or telling your mom I love you on the phone. It's just not something that we do. So it can even be awkward to kind of just be in a room alone with my mom, because we don't have a connection, and we haven't since I was a child. Yeah, so cool little sad tidbit about me. But yum. Like I was saying, though, there's so many people that just need to hear certain comforting words, and it makes me feel so fulfilled to be the person to give that validation. It's something that I'm proud of, and it's something that I'm something that makes me happy about myself. And sometimes I really struggle to be happy with myself about things. So, and that sort of manifests in this, like, just apathy, like, I don't want to film, I don't want to do anything, I'm not good at anything, I'm useless, I'm boring, and those feelings tend to snowball, and they'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and become this mountain that I have to force myself to climb and overcome. And sometimes it's all done in tiny baby steps. So that's why I can sometimes go missing for a little bit. But I don't see myself really, truly giving up creating videos anytime soon. But I would be lying if I said that when I'm feeling really bad, that it's not very tempting. It is. But I just want to help people. And for me, helping someone feel like they can make it through another day when they are severely depressed, or giving someone the validation they need to process a trauma, is just as good as very simply you gave me really pleasant tingles and helped me fall asleep. I wouldn't say that one is like better than the other. I just like to help. I like to make people feel good. So I also like to put makeup on and feel pretty, so it gives me an excuse to do that. I'm very, very grateful for my little community here. I'm very grateful for you guys. Some of you have been with me since like damn near day one, which is over 4 years ago. And it's been bumpy ride, but I'm happy with the outcome. I'm happy with where things are going. There's always room for self-improvement, and I definitely take that too harshly most of the time. But I just want to create a space where you feel relaxed and where you feel like you can rely on me to be soothing and reassuring, understanding, and just calm, relaxing. I think last week I recorded a calming hypnosis audio. I listen to those a lot when I can't sleep. I will listen to insomnia, hypnosis audios, guided meditation kind of things. And if you're interested, I would like to put that together as a video and release that. I'm just sort of not sure how the YouTube crowd, you guys, would receive something like that, where it's primarily audio focused, maybe with some relaxing visuals or something, but that I wouldn't be speaking in real time on video like this. But, I enjoy recording those. And I still need to do that World of Warcraft, the last chapter of the Chronicle book. So, it's still raining, but it's like a drizzle. I love the way this dry brush sounds. Ordered a rose quartz facial roller, and like the smooth one and the spiky one that is supposed to aid in like lymphatic drainage, circulation, and also a gua-sha, which is like a smooth stone. It's curved on one side, and the other side has like a different shape. Like you're supposed to turn it and use different sides of it for like different parts and shapes of your face and like your jaw. And it's just to do like a soothing facial kind of thing. So I'm excited for those. I've never really focused much on skincare. When I do self-care day, self-care time. But today I did a couple of face masks that I got in my BoxyCharm subscription box. And I don't really ever do face masks or anything like that. So I did those. And it felt really nice, even though I was just, slapping something on my face, letting it sit for 15 minutes, and then kind of rubbing it in. It felt nice. It felt like I did something to take care of myself, and it felt good. If you'd like to, you could tell me in the comments. I read all of my comments, If you'll notice, I try to heart most of them, just to show that I've seen them. But I read all of my comments, every single one. If you'd like to tell me what you'd like to do for self-care. It'd be nice to see how other people do that. For some it's making a vow not to look at social media, at least for the night. And for some it's putting off a chore because you are going to sit down and relax. And for some it's doing that chore. Sometimes self-care is pushing yourself to go do the thing that you know you need to do, because the self-care reward is the feeling of accomplishment. And, of course, self-care can be like a calming hot bath, or a cup of tea, or dedicated time to read a book. I've been trying to do that where I just stop looking at screens and read for a little bit before I fall asleep. That's been really nice. I just started Midnight Sun, which is the latest in the Twilight saga. It is the first Twilight book through Edward's perspective, and I'm not gonna say anything about it. Just I'm not far enough through it quite yet, but I don't know if it's just like the 10-year difference or what, but as I'm reading it, I'm like, yep, this is definitely a young adult novel. Like, it's just written in this young adult tone, It seems sort of dumbed down. I almost wish that it was an aged up retelling, like that he was recalling it 10 years later, and spoke, narrated in more of an adult tone. So far, though, I haven't read any spoilers or anything about it, but I did see that it was a new rendition with a darker element, so we'll see what this darker element brings. But I was a hardcore Twilight fan back in the day, so I just had to. I couldn't not. I didn't. The book actually got leaked. Part of the book got leaked back in 2009. I think it was chapters 12 to 23 or something. And this leaked PDF of these chapters was going around the internet in 2009, and some people had read it that I knew, and I didn't want to bring myself to read it. I didn't want to spoil anything, because at that point, people were still really hoping that she was going to kind of just deal with the fact that it got leaked and finish it and release it, and she just put it on indefinite hold, and then ended up releasing it 10 years later, 12 years later, 11 years later. I'm really, really bad at math. Wait, was that even right? Yeah, 2009 to 2020, that's 11. Okay. Yeah, so slowly plugging away at that book. goodness. A lot. A lot. I have a lot in my book queue after that's finished. It's a hefty book. It's like 600 something pages, maybe 700. It's like big. So that's what I've been up to. Self-care. Dry brush, a magic dry brush. I also have this feather here from the smudging video I just made. Oh, sorry. There we go. There we go. Oh, jeez. I almost just set the feather on fire. So I think I just kind of need to come to terms with the fact that this is the kind of content that I enjoy creating. I'm not really a big fan of doing role plays, big elaborate things. I really kind of just like to go, turn it on and go. Grab whatever's nearby and have a calm little chat. And, you know, if you like to be here for these kinds of videos, thank you. And, you know, stick around. I don't think these kind will ever stop. I think tomorrow I'll try and record the last chapter of Chronicle and like close the book on that. I had recorded the last chapter months ago, and it took me like 4 hours to record, like 4 hours of sitting at my computer, recording, reading, stumbling, having to like drink water constantly because I was just like reading for 4 hours straight. And then the audio got messed up, and it's just been so discouraging to kind of have to do it again. But I gotta do it. I will feel so good once that series is complete. So I dyed my hair purple. I don't know if you can really tell because there's also purple light in here, but this is purple. And the ends are a bit darker because they obviously didn't lighten as much as like this was all like virgin hair, like here to here. So that lightened the most. And like 2 days later, I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I like it. But it's been, I don't know, like a week or something now, so, and I haven't dyed it back, so that's a win. I'm gonna try and keep it and let it grow in a bit, and then just like bleach the roots and like try to keep going with this for a while and just have fun with it. Maybe try a color other than purple. Because like the last like 3 or 4 times I've done this, it's been purple every time. Every time. So, I guess other than some skincare, I've also been taking my vitamins every single day. I got a medication organizer for the days of the week, and I put my little gummy vitamins in it, and it really helps me stay on track. I've only missed 1 day so far, and I've been much more mindful about my diet and just what I'm eating. Trying to eat more vegetables and more protein. And I'm feeling pretty good about learning moderation and learning how to just care for my body so that it maybe will, help me here too. And I hope that the long-term effects will be worth it. Like I say worth it, like this is hard. It's not really been hard. It's just been a change. So I'm happy about it. I'm happy that I had made decisions to make positive changes and that I've stuck with them. And I think that's the big thing for me. Isn't so much that, oh hey, wow, I've been watching my nutrition and I've been taking my vitamins. It's more that, wow, I've been consistently taking care of myself. That's the part that feels really, really good. I hope that you can, if you want to, implement some small changes so that you feel like you are successful at taking care of yourself too. But I think I'm gonna go now because this video is getting a little long. And I will talk to you later. I'll see you later. Hopefully very soon. I know I skipped September ear eating because it was my birthday, and I was like, you know what, I don't wanna, so I didn't. But I just filmed the October ear reading, and by the time this is up, that should be up, so that'll be on Patreon and OF. If you want to check out my ear reading videos. Thank you for hanging out with me, listening to the rain, but mostly just me talking and playing with a dry brush. Okay? I'll see you later.